Just out here checking out my Durum. It's close. Just where it's a little lower, good and heavy, it's just not ready. There's still some soft kernels, but shouldn't be long. Dad's rolling out with his combine. I'm gonna take the grain cart. We gotta go about probably close to 12 miles that way by the time we get there. But we're gonna go around just to avoid traffic. Oh, I dropped my gloves. All right, today is August 16th. We've been shut down for probably close to 10 days. I'd have to double check when we finished off my peas a week to 10 days ago. Changed out concaves, fixed a couple minor things that we found here and there. So I'm gonna follow Dad in the Delta track. Coming up on my Durum here. And I'm still not sure what to think. I think it looks decent. Well, this is actually going decent. I'm not sure how much I believe my monitor at 55, but we did a test with Dad's and it detected, I think it was supposed to say 102 bushel, and it got 100. So we're not even 2% out on that. At times he was seeing 50 to 60. Hey, this might actually turn into something. Awful quiet day down at Ceres here. Actually, the first time I've ever been here with a regular truck. So, rip down first thing in the morning. We'll talk on that in a second. So we're testing out, or trying to get our new concave set, trying to get our, well, this is new to us Durum that we've never grown before in a drought year with new concaves. So we were seeing some immature looking stuff and some thins, like there's a little bit, it's probably hard to see with the sunlight coming in. There were some green or even white puffier ones last night. And honestly, just sitting in the truck overnight, seems like they don't look as prevalent, which is good. So this is Grainland Durum. It's the ones with the black awns. And so we decided, you know what, it's probably best if we just rip on down a Ceres here and get them to take a look at it. Let's focus on the top part. Dockage is 0.8%, which that's pretty good. I'd like to see it a little bit better. You know, that's pretty high for what we average our wheat in. But like I said, we got brand new concaves in there. We're still trying to fine tune them. Our moisture showing 14.1%, which is technically dry for Durum. Durum being 14.5, but our machine was showing 13.6. So I'm going to check it against another machine or two just to see how we're looking. Protein 13%. Usually that's pretty average. That's a drier year. Typically you have higher protein. Test weight being 63.5 is really good. And the grader was saying they haven't seen very much high test weight. So that's quite promising. HVK is in the color of it. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on that one right now, what the acronym is. But 87 is really good. Damage is 1%. So out of that dockage, 1% of the damage, yeah. As far as the damage goes, we have some almost zero ergot, which is good. 0.3% midge. That was something I was a little worried about because that manipulator seemed to really shorten the heads of the Durum and make the awns go sideways. So it was, rather than having kind of a cage around the head that the awns making it harder for the midge to get in. When they're open like that, the midge could get in a lot easier. I was a bit worried about that. And it does show it's higher than we typically average, but new variety, who knows? Fusarium 0.1, that's really good for what it is. You know, typically, like, we didn't spray any fungicide this year. It was so dry. And most years, that's kind of what we get, is that 0.1 or 0.2. Wheat of other classes, 1.7. That's a bit high. But where we are right now, so the field I'm on hasn't had wheat in 1, 2, 3 years. No vomitoxin, nothing sprouted, no thins, no mildew, no heated. 0.5% grasshoppers. Well, where we are, it's a bit dry, and the section of the field we've just been going around a couple of well sites where it's a bit thin and the crop doesn't look as lush, and you know, bugs like unhealthy crops. So 0.5, that's pretty good. That I've never had. I've never had a number 1 grade on Durum before. I've had some number 2. I've had a lot of number 4. My first year I couldn't even get a 5 because it was like 20% sprouted. All right, well, we got off that bag. That was all the bag that was there. We might have got another 200 bushel in tops. We just wanted to use it up. Worked out kind of well, surprisingly, because we did, I can't even think there, maybe 20, 25 acres total around here. Hey, a little better than that, 30 max. The bad news is that it is, it's pretty green, like pretty immature. Could use a couple of days to dry down. So we're gonna go try Dad's. Tomorrow's supposed to be screaming hot, like 32, 34, 35 degrees I've seen on different apps. But windy. Wind and heat. Oh man, I really don't like combining in those kind of days. So we're gonna have to make sure we got the disc close by. We don't have a firefighting kit on our grain cart. That was going to happen this year, and because I was going to build my own, and it's just one of those projects that kind of really should have gotten promoted, but didn't. Yeah, we moved out here to do like 25 acres. Now we got to move back to Dad's, which is, you know, a 40-minute drive in a combine. So off we go. Tomorrow being hot and windy should really dry out whatever's here. These 2 quarters that I have over here are they're a day older. We seeded them one day before we got into Dad's. But I've got about another 1.25 inches of rain here I got a inch and a quarter of rain. Dad hadn't had anything significant all season. So his is a little more advanced. It seems like it dried down faster, as it should have. So we're gonna go do that. Took me all afternoon, but I got caught up. I would have loved to not get caught up, because that, like, for us to haul the distance we are, which is, well, a mile and a quarter-ish to the corner, and then another, well, call it 3/4 of a mile. So yeah, 2 miles. Dump, and then come back. If I'm running, we did this a couple years ago. It was dry. We had 70 bushel peas, and I went all day skipping trucks. So I know 70 bushel is what it takes for me to keep up with 2 trucks. I was checking on Climate Field View to see what it was running like. Guessing mid-40s, which is good. Yeah, it's honestly better than I expected here. And Dad had over an inch less rain than I had. He had no rain. So if he's getting that, I think I'll be doing just fine. But he had to rip over to Uncle Jim over there. Can't really get any closer with the super steady mode on. Well, we finally got a chance to go at night. I don't know how long we're gonna go. Honestly, we can't have a whole lot more field left. I think there's maybe 300 max acres there. Probably closer to 280. Yeah, I'm not sure what's done. I would have to guess well over 200 acres. So I can't imagine we'll go terribly late. We definitely can't move at night. But it does feel nice to go after dark. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Again, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this. Send me some questions, comments, critiques, concerns. I'll answer. Thanks again.